I live in a small town. I love small towns. We got our first traffic light about 4 years ago. There were 9 accidents the first week the light was installed. Yeah, it's funny now, but apparently the people who lived there their whole lives couldn't figure out what the floating red dot in the sky was. Just driving along, that's new. Oh. I love small, I do. We moved there from Arizona. The only reason we live where we live is because there were no homeowners associations. When we lived in Arizona, we had a homeowners association. And this may shock you, we've spent about 35 minutes together, but it turns out, Comedy Boy here has a little trouble with authority. Me and the local Gladys Kravitzes didn't get along too well. They were always writing me up. Garbage can lids were off, garage door was open. My rocks, I didn't have a lawn, it was Arizona, so I had rocks, and they were messy because my kids would run through them. Oh, your rocks are a little messy. Didn't know. Those are the ones that fell out of my head for moving here. The day we sold the house, we were driving out the back. I told my wife, I put the car in park, I said, I'll be right back, and I went through the rocks. Tammy says, what are you doing? I said, I'm just setting up a meeting between Gladys and the new owners. Because I'm a people person. So we moved to Tennessee. I told my wife, I don't care where we live, just no homeowners. So that's the only rule I have. You can pick wherever we want to live, no homeowners. So we're driving around our little town, and it was before GPS and everything, so we didn't have directions to this house we were looking for. So we figured we'll ask somebody for directions. So we're driving down the street, and we see a family of 4 on their front lawn in the middle of an activity. I got to tell you, I've been around. I hadn't seen before. All 4 of them were in the process of burning the family couch on the front lawn. I fell out of the car. I said, thank you, Lord Jesus. You have brought me to the promised land. There's no homeowners association around. Tammy says, there's not even a conscience around here. Look at those people. It's like they'd never seen fire. All 4 of them were just staring at the flames coming off. So I rolled my spare tire up to them and I said, fire, wheel. The problem when you live small town, there's not a lot to do. So we were eating dinner one night, and my oldest son was bored, and he was just whiny, and he was just really whiny. I said, what is your problem? He goes, there's nothing to do around this stupid town. I don't know why we moved here. And I said, you know, you're right. We do. There's nothing to do. So let's play a game. He said, what kind of game? I said, I'm going to snap my fingers. When I snap those fingers, what I want you to do, young man, is transport yourself anywhere on this globe you want to be, doing whatever your heart desires with whomever your heart desires to be with. This is your dream day with the person you dream to be with, doing what you dream to do. I want you to dream and dream big. I want to know the dream that's keeping you awake at night. Dreams are the engine that will drive you through this life. Prayer will be the fuel that will drive those dreams. I'm going to trust me, man. You stop dreaming, you stop praying, you're going to dry up, bitter up, and you're going to die long before your heart ever stops beating. So when I snap my fingers, young man, I want you to tell me where you're at, what are you doing, who are you with? So I snap my fingers and my 12-year-old son goes, I'm at the mall in Bellevue playing video games with Brandon. What? That's the big dream keeping you awake at night? Are you kidding me? How about horseback riding in Spain with J-Lo? Yeah, Tammy hit me in the face with a gob of mashed potatoes. That's a dream keeping you awake at night? No, man, you asking me. I'm on the living room couch with you watching Law and Order, baby. You guys have been great guys. So I asked my wife, I said, what was you thinking about? That's what I said to her. What was you thinking about? She said, I was thinking about what the doctor said. We have to do something aerobically. I said, I don't think he said we, I think he said me. And she said, no, I think we should do something that's fun together, that's not exercise, something fun. I said, well, what'd you have in mind since you were thinking about it? She says to me, I always, that's the word she used, sir, always wanted to learn how to ski. Always. We've been married 33 years. It's the first I've heard of the skiing fetish. To my knowledge, we've watched 7 Winter Olympics together as man and wife. Never once while Lindsey Vonn was zipping down the slopes did my wife lean over and go, whoa, I really want to learn how to do that. I figured it out. I'm not taking up the sport that killed Sonny Bono at my age. You want the insurance money, you can poison me like other wives. I'll get a meal out of it. Kidding me? I tried skiing when I was in my 20s and I was coordinated. I got knocked unconscious by the chairlift. What more sign from God do you need? And if that wasn't humiliating enough, the insurance company wouldn't cover my head injury. Guy called me up at home and said, "You got hit in the head with a chairlift?" I said, "Yes, sir." He goes, "Well, that makes you a moron. And we consider that a pre-existing condition." They had me. So I made a decision when she leaves town, I was going to surprise her. I said, "I'm going to get waxed." I got on the Google. I looked up the waxy people. Found Michelle. It's Michelle. Don't make the mistake of calling her Michelle. Apparently I hit a sore spot. So Michelle gets me all ready to go. Lathered up, got a piece of tape there. She says, "You ready?" I said, "Yeah, you know." She goes, I've never had that happen. I tried to scream and nothing came out. I got to figure there were dogs 2 blocks away going. Sounds like another man's getting a wax job. With Michelle. That hurts so bad, I'm telling you. And then she starts to put another piece of tape on me and I can't. I ended up tapping out like a wrestler. I'm packing out. And then I found my voice. I said, "No! Get away from me, you sick woman! Don't touch me!" Ouch! That's what I wanted to say when I couldn't say. I was going to quit. I really was. I was going to leave. And I looked in the mirror and I had this white strip. It looked like a name tag with no name on it. It was just... and all these weeds around it, you know. So you're locked in. I couldn't stop. Anyway, she just says, "I can take my time." I go, "Don't take it. Just get it over with." She cleans me up. I look in the mirror. I was pink, sir. I was pink. I was raw pink. I look like a flabby piece of bazooka bubblegum. And all I can think of is she thinks it's sexy. Okay. No accounting for taste, but I'm all in. So the next day she came home from the road. I wanted to surprise her. So I went in the bathroom, put on some shorts. I took off my shirt. I'm standing there in shorts, no shirt, trying to get her to notice while we're conversing. She looks at me, she says, "Are you having a stroke?" I said, "No." She goes, "Oh, what'd you do?" I said, "I got waxed." Ew. That's not the reaction I was looking for. What's ooh? She goes, "Oh, God, put a shirt on. It's creeping me out." She goes, "You look like Patrick from SpongeBob, Jeff. Come on." Patrick's not sexy. The things you do to honor your wife, sir. Never again. Marriage it's give and take. You make concessions, you make things. You know, I'm a recovering drug addict, alcoholic. I've had 32 years without a drink or cocaine. So. I've been married 33 years, so after a year of marriage, I realized it was one or the other, and I made a decision to quit. Now, Tammy has had closet vision for 33 years, and it's one of those things that drives me crazy as a husband, but she won't do anything to correct it. And now you tell me, this is closet vision. For 33 years, this is how we have a date to go out. Tammy will get in the shower, get out of the shower. She'll wrap herself in a towel. She'll stand in front of her mirror. She'll do her hair, do her makeup. And then she'll walk into her closet and go blind for an hour. All I hear coming out of the closet, "There's nothing to wear." Nothing. Every now and then she'll emerge holding something. "What do you think of that?" And I'll say, "You look beautiful in that." She'll go, "You're just saying that." "You're right, I am. I don't care. Put on burlap. Let's just get to the restaurant before they change management one more time." I'm telling you, that menopause, I didn't see it coming. I really did. There are nights that I lie in bed and dream about the good old days of PMS. Trust me. There are weeks that go by, I cannot get her home cold enough for her body. I'm telling you, there's not enough Freon in the world. If there's a hole in the ozone, it's over the roof of my home in Tennessee. It's 48 degrees in my bedroom. I got meat hanging off my curtain rods. She walks in and turns on some 64-bladed fan she installed. I had to bolt the furniture to the floor to keep from getting sucked up through the roof. She stands in the middle of the room. Why is it so hot in here, Jeffrey? Why is it so hot? I can't see her because of the fog that's coming out of her mouth.